Dog, let's talk about the homie Tom Brady, who regrets that roast because his kids got teased, and you can't think about it all, right? It's funny. No matter what situation you're in, you still got to go through it to learn all of it, right? You can't just sit here and theorize how this is how it's gonna be. Oh, they're gonna tell some jokes. I'm just gonna laugh. I'm gonna be mad at a couple, and then we're gonna move on. What about the fan bam, right? Well, RG3 learned this the hard way, and Tom Brady about to learn this the hard way, according to Boog. Who is Boog? He is an announcer for the Chicago Cubs. You're going to hear it in his voice. But Boog basically sending out a warning notice to everybody. Like, yeah, Brady, you haven't thought this all the way through. Or, more importantly, all y'all who think Brady going to hit the ground running in terms of being in the booth and being great or good at what he's going to do next, it ain't the same thing, right? So did Tom Brady think this all the way through? Well, with that amount of money they paid him, what, $375 million? Who's thinking? I'm doing. Forget thinking, I'm doing. So this is the Boog's issue. He was on with Pablo Torre, and he was talking about Mina as well. Everyone's giving Tom Brady the benefit of the doubt. Now my man Boog, check this out.
I believe you texted and then called and then generally harassed me about how I gave one of the worst takes you'd heard.
You and Mina.
Me and Mina had given one of the worst takes you'd heard.
Smart people say dumb things.
Please recap what the argument was as you understood it.
I just thought it's hard to be an analyst, and the idea that, look, if you're betting on it, more often than not, these guys come to become color analysts. They're not very good.
The ex-athletes, like in this case, Tom Brady was
and there's
the guy.
So many reasons for it. I mean, I would say number one is they're not going to respect it and put the work into it that they put into their game. But then the next part that I would say that you guys were missing is just this idea of, like, when Tom Brady's playing the other team, he doesn't know the first and last name of all 11 on the other side. He knows the corner's bad and he can pick on him, but he doesn't know his first and last name. When the ball's thrown to him and he's broadcasting a game, he's got to say his first and last name. And accessing that is a completely different skill set than the idea of, oh, he's open, I can throw it to him. Like, it's completely different.
Where I was baffled by your take was, but he also has the most sophisticated high-speed processing of the mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
The X's and O's. He's dissecting a defense in a booth the way that he would presumably on the field.
And then he's got to say it, and that has nothing to do with him playing quarterback. If in the booth they allowed him to throw the ball, I'm not saying, look, he might be good, but I was annoyed that you guys gave him the benefit of the doubt, that you think just because he can process, that he can process and spit it back out. No, we'll see if he can.
Oh, Boog. Keeping it objective. I mean, he had some darts. He was throwing some. He pop, 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 pop. Dock him up. He had a couple in there where he was like, no, I don't believe it. Smart people say the dumbest things. He got some points that we should talk about. Y'all know I DJ. So DJing is the only thing that reminds me of being in the booth. So you guys probably never seen me call games before, but I used to call arena games. Yep. And I remember calling these arena games with Joe Tessitore, who's still doing it, right? A couple other guys out there, Bob Papa. I used to call arena football games. So this is how they were building me up. I didn't like calling games. I knew it from hello. I knew it before I even did it. I was like, I'm not going to like this. Because I knew what skills it needed, and I didn't like using those skills. I didn't have those muscles fully developed, and I didn't want to. I'm more of a personality than, Bob Connabip just caught a pass for 3 yards. I'm like, boring. So this is what it's like, and this is what Brady gonna go through. This is real. He said a few choice words: recall, access, and say it. Like, you gotta articulate it. So DJing teaches you this, especially when Serato came out. Like, no more turntables or turntables with crates, I should say. You ain't got to bring your whole damn load with you. Now, everyone was like, yes, I can DJ every song in the world, yay! And then you realize, oh, snap. I can access everything. What do I grab? So I learned that from DJing when I was in the booth. I was like, wow, this is the same thing. Okay. Now, I'm watching this team, 11 guys out there. Oh, they switched in a guy. He got hurt, all right? So now that's a 12th guy I got to know. I got to know the backups, right? And then not only do I have to watch it, dissect what I'm seeing, say what I'm seeing, but access things I don't truly know. I got to recall something, or I got to access it on this page, my notes of who that guy really is, right? So imagine the backup run in, and you're like, all right, who is that? Oh, that's Joe Smith. Joe Smith went to Auburn. Okay, Joe Smith from Auburn is a young father. Okay, and all that stuff is right there. But off of just you watching the game, you don't know all of those things. How do you blend those two things to seem natural, sound natural for those at home to just say salute? Now, this is where I think Brady, this is where Brady's going to succeed, and this is where Brady may struggle. Brady's going to succeed because he's going to be able to see everything. Y'all saw that effect. Tony Romo was Nostradamus out there, right? So if Tony Romo's out there calling plays 3 times, 3 minutes before they even happen, right? You're like, Romo just nailing it. Imagine what Tom Brady gonna do, dog. He gonna slice that damn game up. Here's the issue, though. Tom Brady, when he's accessing it, how deep is his knowledge going to be of those individual players? I know he's gonna do the homework. Don't go there. I'm saying, okay, accessing it, actually going to those details instead of like what y'all said about Romo. Okay, yeah, he predicted the plays. Okay, he right about that, but he ain't saying nothing else. He just accessed the play, and then he give me a couple ooh, ahs. And look at this, Jim. You know what I mean? And y'all start noticing that after you get over the glaze of, wow, he told me to play. You're like, all right, now tell me about the person. Now tell me about the environment. Now tell me about the game. And now Brady's going to succeed in a lot of that, but that's going to be interesting how deep he goes. How much can he access? Because it's all there. It's just like, if you DJ, you know what I'm talking about. All right, it's time to play the next song right now. What song you about to play? You sure? Right now? That song? That's a great song, but does that song fit right here? Tetris. Here we go. Everybody. Y'all know, everybody knows Tetris. And as you evolve in Tetris, it gets faster. They get crazier shape. You got to make them work. That's how it's going to be in the booth for Brady. Here's the second part. Brady hasn't been trained for this properly. And I say that because I know Tom Brady. I talked to Tom Brady. Just the fact that Tom Brady, corporate speaking Tom Brady, you know, holding court Tom Brady, that ain't what they want from Tom Brady. If Tom Brady comes in there accessing the information he has, dissecting the game we see, making it all sound natural, but in a corporate way, I don't think that's going to satisfy us. I don't think we want to hear that. I think we want to hang out with Tom Brady, right? Like he was in that barber shop. Remember, he was getting his hair cut. Looked like a patio, really, but he was getting his hair cut by the dude, and he was just talking. We want less corporate speak Tom Brady and more just natural flow Tom Brady. Ain't no brands, ain't no sponsorships. And Brady is that type of dude, but are you going to let all that down for that moment? And then access it and make it all feel natural and flow. Woo, it's a job, dog. So that's why when I laugh when I see people criticize like Troy Aikman out there eating, dog. Troy Aikman destroys that. He's the best to me. Probably forgetting somebody, but Troy Aikman top level. And he make it just seem like whatever, whatever. And can Tom Brady make it seem like whatever when I know the expectations are absurd? LeBron James rookie year expectations, right? And can he do what LeBron James did? Exceed them. So let's not act like he can't exceed the expectations or meet them. He can. It's just going to be tough because I know we're going to be hypercritical. See, like if he fumbles over a word, he mispronounces something. He just says the wrong thing. He just don't know that dude's name. He circles the wrong guy. He just highlights the wrong thing. He ain't set up to fail, but boy, it's a lot of room between where Tom Brady is in expectation and where reality is and where the ground is. So Boog think it's going to be a work in progress. Most people think that he's just going to succeed. We're going to see how it lands. September 8th, I think that's his first game. Let's check it out.